Hello everyone. So today I will come to the next part of this chapter, basic concepts of economics. So you see the next part is your fundamental concepts of economics. So in economics there are certain terms. Okay, so there are certain concepts that are very much important for to understand what is the meaning of those terms, okay, those concepts. So that is basically the fundamentally important concepts of economics. So the first thing you see, the first concept is your goods. Okay, now goods basically, okay, in economics it means all those commodities, okay, commodities as well as your services. Okay, services like commodities, all of you know, yes, those like your chairs, tables, books, pencils, all these are commodities. Yes, services means like the teacher, he or she gives you a service, a doctor, he or she gives you a service. Yes, so these are basically services. So goods basically includes all commodities as well as your services, okay, which can basically satisfy human wants. Okay, that is the definition of goods in economics. Okay, now there are various types of goods. So first type of good is, you see, tangible and intangible goods. Okay, now tangible goods means with those goods which you can touch, you can see, okay, through your eyes, which are visible basically, like your tables, book, pencils, all these are what, all these are tangible goods. Okay, we call them tangible goods. Why? Because you can see through it through your eyes, yes, as well as you can touch it also. So tangible means basically those things which you can touch, okay, through your hands. So that is tangible. So the first type of good is your tangible goods. Okay, then another is your intangible goods. Intangible means with those goods which you cannot touch. Okay, mainly these are what, which goods you cannot be touched, these services. Yes, the services, we cannot touch the services, not it. Like the banker, when you go to the bank, the banker, he provides you service. Yes, then that is called your intangible goods. Okay, similarly the service of a doctor also, okay, lawyer also, yes, tourism also, okay, teacher also. So they, the nurses, so they all provide you services, okay, so which you cannot touch. Yes, you can just feel it. Yes, so that these are basically called our intangible goods. Okay, now the another category of goods is your free goods and your economic goods. Okay, so free goods basically means what? Free means these are available for us for free, we don't have to pay anything, it's not it. There is nothing called price imposed on such goods. Okay, so there are many examples of such goods like your sunlight, okay, air, yes, water, all these are what, all these are free goods because these goods don't have a price. It is also one category of goods. Then there is our economic goods. Okay, economic goods means those goods which basically have a price value. Okay, we have to pay and then only we can use those goods. Okay, suppose a book, you purchase a book, so there is a price written on it, is not it? So that is why it is called your economic good. Okay, those goods which has a price. Now economic goods, okay, they are again certain, some types are there, you see. Many two types of economic goods are there. First is your consumer goods, okay, and another one is your producer goods. So first you see what are basically consumer goods. Okay, consumer goods mean directly those goods are available for the consumers. Okay, the consumers will use those goods. And producer goods or capital goods means those goods which are basically used by the producers, okay, in order to produce other goods. Okay, so first you understand this consumer goods. Okay, suppose bread. Okay, bread, now it is used by the consumer only for his or her consumption. Yes, then it is called a consumer good. Okay, which will directly, it will satisfy one's want. Okay, so that is it is called consumer good. Those good which are used by the directly by the consumer. Okay, for his satisfaction, for his consumption. Now, consumer goods are of two types. First is a finished good and another one is our intermediate goods. Okay. Now, finished goods means those goods which does not require for further production. Okay. Like take the example of a copy, a book, pen, pencil or bread. Okay, our shirt, frocks, and okay, all these are what? All these are finished good. Why? Because we cannot change those goods into any other form. The way these are available to us, we directly use it in that manner only. Is not it? So that is why these are called finished, the ultimate product, okay, which cannot be changed into any other form. These are called finished goods. Okay, now intermediate goods are those goods which are changed into something other good. Okay, like for example, you take wood. Okay, wood is an intermediate good if it is used for preparing table, okay, making tables, chairs. Okay, then table and chair will be called as a finished goods because that is directly used by the consumer in that way only. But wood, in that case, it will be called as intermediate good because from wood only table or chairs these are prepared. Okay, similarly cloth. Okay, the plain, the pieces, long pieces of cloth, these are again, if used by a tailor, suppose in order to prepare shirt or frocks or any kind of dresses, okay, then these will be called as your what, finished goods, and this piece of cloth, these will be called as your intermediate goods. Okay, so intermediate goods are those goods which are basically used for producing other goods. Okay, or these are again used for resale. Okay, ultimately these goods will be used for resale only. Yes, for again this will be used for selling purpose. Yes, these tables and chairs, okay, these are prepared, again these will be used for selling only. So those goods which are basically used for producing other goods, okay, then those will be called as your what, intermediate goods, like your wood. Okay, from wood tables and chairs are prepared, then wood will be called as your intermediate goods. Okay, and here also cloth, if clothes, shirts, dresses, frocks, these are prepared from your uh, a piece of cloth, then cloth will be called as your intermediate goods. Okay, now next is your producer goods. Okay, so producer goods basically are those goods which help a producer, okay, in his production activities. Okay, like many machines are there, tools are there. Yes, tractors, all these are basically, you see, these are helpful in your production purposes in order to produce the goods. Okay, so that is why these are called a producer goods. Okay, like sewing machine, that is used for in your by tailor. Okay, that machine will be called as a capital goods or producer good, which help in production, in producing other goods. Okay, so these are various types of goods. Then another concept is there, that is called your utility. Okay, now utility in economics, it means basically the power of any good. Okay, that the power of any good or any service, okay, to satisfy human wants. Suppose if you are thirsty, okay, at the moment, suppose you are thirsty, then a glass of water will give you utility. Why? Because that glass of water has the power to satisfy your wants. Suppose you are hungry now, okay, now food, okay, food or anything, any sandwich, okay, that particular thing has the power to satisfy your hunger. Okay, then that particular thing is called your utility. It is said that that particular thing has utility. Okay, because that thing can satisfy you, your whatever you are wanting, it will be able to satisfy your wants. Okay, suppose you are ill now, you are sick, okay, then the service of a doctor will satisfy your wants. Okay, so these are basically some of the examples of utility. Okay, that is basically the power of any good. Okay, this the meal you are taking, that is a good, but the doctor, that is he or she is giving you a service. Okay, so the power of any good, okay, or service, okay, that which can satisfy your want, that is one satisfying capacity, it has one satisfying capacity. Okay, that is it is called that it has utility. Then you see next is your wealth. Okay, now wealth in economics, it means anything in narrow sense. Okay, narrow sense means anything which has a monetary value. Okay, a monetary value, that means suppose a book or pen, it has a price, it has a monetary value, then that is called wealth. Those things which does not have any monetary value, those are not regarded as well, like your air, sunlight, water, these are not regarded as wealth. Okay, why? Because they do not have monetary value. Okay, but in narrow sense we tell that those goods or services, okay, which has a monetary value, these are regarded as your wealth. Now all goods or services which has monetary value, all these are cannot be regarded as well. There are certain important characteristics also. Okay, so those are, you see, utility, scarcity. Okay, so these are basically four characteristics. If any good or service, okay, if it has all these four characteristics, then only it will be called as wealth. Okay, so first is your utility. Utility means what? Just now we have said that the want satisfying capacity. Okay, it should be able to satisfy somebody's wants. Okay, human wants, that is called utility. It should be able to, we can, or human being, they should be able to use it to satisfy, in order to satisfy their wants. Okay, then is your scarcity. Okay, those goods should be in limited amount, or that means these should be valuable. Okay, it should be valuable, that is called scarcity. If anything that is scarce, it is more valuable, is not it? So scarcity is the another characteristics. Then is your transferability. That means you should be able to transfer it from one to another. Okay, then externality. Externality means some other benefits. It can be positive also. Okay, a positive externality it might be, and it can be also negative externality also. Okay, then harmful benefits might be there, or some uh, uh, good benefits might be also there from that particular good or service. Okay, so if any wealth, okay, it will be called as wealth only if any good or service it has all these four characteristics. If any one is missing, then it will be not called as your wealth. Okay, so uh, some examples are given in your textbook. Okay, suppose the talent of Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, or suppose the uh, talent is not called as wealth. Why? Although he is earning money, or his talent has wealth. Okay, but still it is not regarded as wealth. Why? Because his talent, okay, the talent of Sachin Tendulkar, or suppose the talent of Lata Mangeshkar, okay, these are not regarded as wealth. Okay, although it has value, but it is still not regarded as wealth. Why? Because it does not have the characteristic of transferability. Okay, that means his talent cannot be transferred to anybody else. Okay, that is why it is not regarded as, or his talent is not regarded as wealth. Okay, so in economics generally, okay, so in economics that talent, okay, is not regarded as well. Similarly, the patriotism, Mahatma Gandhi, okay, sunlight, all these are not regarded as your wealth. Okay, because only those goods which has all these four characters, then only it will be called as your wealth, otherwise not. Okay, so food, basically examples of wealth are food, okay, clothes, furniture. Yes, those are called as wealth. Why? Because it has all these four characteristics. Okay, food can satisfy your want, it is scarce also, valuable also, you can transfer it also, and it also has some other benefits also. Okay, so if a good or service it has all these four characteristics, then only it will be called as your wealth. Okay, so along this definition you also have to give some examples. Okay, examples of wealth. Then next is your want. Okay, so want is what? You see, the desire for satisfaction from a commodity is known as want. Okay, suppose you are thirsty now. Yes, you want a glass of water. Okay, so till the time you have the water, then till that time it will be called as your want. You are hungry, you need food, a meal. Okay, till the time you intake your meal, till that time it will be called as your want. Okay, and if you take it, then your want will be finished. Okay, so until you possess that particular commodity or service, till that, for that time period, it will be regarded as your want. Okay, so the desire for satisfaction from a commodity. If you're thirsty, you desire a glass of water. Why? Because that glass of water will satisfy your want. Okay, so till the time you drink water, that for that time period, that will be regarded as your want. Okay, until and unless you have it. So and then you see welfare. Okay, so welfare is what you see in economics. Basically there are two types of welfare are basically of two types. Okay, economic welfare and non-economic welfare. So economic welfare, that means which can be achieved through money. Okay, through money which can be achieved. Suppose a doctor, if, or a lawyer, if or he or she provides you some kind of service, okay, that is also welfare, but it since it involves money, so it is called as a economic welfare. Okay, similarly there are other non-economic welfare also, okay, which are generally not measured through money. Okay, like the parents, okay, they provide, they care for you, for their children, their siblings, yes, but their service cannot be measured through money. So that is why these are called a non-economic welfare. Okay, so in economics basically we deal with this economic welfare. Okay, we are not concerned about this non-economic welfare. So non-economic means which are generally cannot be measured through money. Okay, so this that is from this chapter. uh, up till this today we will discuss, the next part will be discussed in the next class.